Time is over, baby.
Listen up, everybody, as you tune to this podcast. Sleep time's over, come closer to get the raw facts. Zach Moore's hosting on the show, for sure. Reporting live from July, that's the dope, you know. Talking, reminiscing about the good old days in the now. Sipping on that old fashioned at the room at Eyebrow. Your location worldwide on your stereo deck. On your phone,
Tonight's guests include the Carmina Classic. Live performance this evening by Astreaux, Guillotine. Off with your heads. We're also featuring the sommelier to the stars, Sky Cameron. Your host tonight, DJ Zach
Welcome. All right. Sky, how you doing?
And we're back.
We're back yet again. Sleep Time's Over is back for second week of May.
Second week of May.
All kind of stuff going on.
All kind of stuff going on.
Any feedback on last week's show? Anything?
I got, a lot of people really enjoyed the show. A lot of people said that was one of our best shows. I really enjoyed it.
Yes. What
did you think?
Well, the main thing that was the entertaining part of it, the whole thing was, you had, of course, Kilo Warren, you got the NBA talk. We got NBA talk going on this week. It's going to be kind of going every week until the playoffs, until the championship is decided. We're going to try and have a guy so we can do our NBA banter because, you don't watch sports.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. So then we get that, and then Miles, and then, Miles Stunner.
Yeah.
It was everybody. It was entertaining. It was an entertaining show. We got
most definitely.
We got to get all kind of different characters and just continue to just.
That show was for every demographic.
All the demos.
All the demos.
A lot of demos were covered.
Yes, for sure.
A lot of regions. Yeah.
So how was your weekend, man? It was Mother's Day weekend. Did you celebrate with your mom? No.
Just the mom who's on island.
You drive by her house, give her a shaka.
I just do that shaka text. I just be like, okay, and that's it. I don't really. She doesn't like going out, man. So I'm just like, that's it. I just send the message. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward.
I had 3 Mother's Day days.
See, I don't know how the hell. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why is this?
I got my mom, I have my stepmom, and my girlfriend's mom.
Girlfriend's mom is here.
Is visiting from San Francisco. Yeah.
All right, there we go. So
she doesn't speak English, speaks Taiwanese. So
that's
I don't know.
great.
Yeah. She just stares at me and smiles. I don't know if it's good or bad.
Wonderful.
I have no clue what's going on.
So how you doing? How you doing 3 in a day here? What are you going to lunch?
No. We split them up between 2 days. So on the actual Mother's Day, we did a brunch at Piggy Smalls. Shout out to the staff at Piggy Smalls. Was awesome.
Yeah.
Brunch over there, and then dinner at Akira Restaurant. I told you about Akira Restaurant.
Restaurant
Japanese.
Akira.
Yes,
Roll
Restaurant
the
Akira.
R
Yes, on King Street. Excellent food.
Okay.
And then last night we did Senya.
Hey, all right, shout out.
Fantastic. Shout out to
Chris Kajioka.
Chris Kajioka, friend to the show.
Yeah, very good. Yes. So
I heard you DJ'd on Friday at Scratch, your normal gig.
Correct. And there was some turmoil before this said event that I do. For the people that don't know, I do the thing called disc jockeying, where I play music in a restaurant, and it's at Scratch, and it's on Friday nights at 6 p.m. And on that said night, before I had to play, there was a basketball game on before that was to take place.
Yes, the Rockets of Houston.
And I just want to say for the record, if you didn't know out there, I am a fan of the Houston Rockets of Houston, and they played a team called the Warriors of Golden State. And I had to watch this literally at Scratch because the game was going on, fourth quarter was going on as I was about to play at Scratch. So I'm like, I had it on the phone. I'm watching this. I'm very stressed, very depressed. All kinds of feelings are going on, bipolarism, Tourette's, whatever you want to call it. And I just didn't know what else to do with myself. So the Rockets, of course, they blew it. I'm very pissed off.
I texted
no
you
excuses.
That night, remember? I texted you and you said, I cannot text right now, brah. I'm distraught.
Yes, you text me something. I don't know what you messaged me. Don't bother me now. Yes. I said, don't leave me alone. So, of course, as this game is going down, I'm just pissed off. I'm just telling, shout out Brian Chan, owner of Scratch. He's over there. He comes up to me. What's wrong? What's going on with you? I'm like, I'm watching the game on the phone, bruh. Who's winning? Don't talk to me right now. Just sit down. Go on your laptop. Look at your phone. So I just said, I'm just sitting there looking at this phone, very distraught, very upset, very stressed out. Game's done. Harden's an idiot. Chris Paul played well. I will get to this later with
I'm sure
our
you'll
guest.
elaborate on the game with
We'll
IA.
elaborate later
Right.
with a certain gentleman. But I had to take a walk. I had to be like, Brian, I just can't play. I can't play the hip hop music right now. Hip hop's gonna have to take a hold right now.
So what'd you play? Sade?
So no, I had to take a walk. I got up. I took a walk.
Oh.
Took a walk. Just had to get my mind right.
Just eating like chicken and waffles with silence, or
They can wait. So therefore, and then Brian just looking at me with that grin he has, a very weird psychotic grin that he looks at me with real deadpan emotion. So I'm just looking at that, and I just walk out of there, come back in, and I just proceed to play a very depressed bipolar.
what? How do you start a depressed bipolar?
How do you start
set?
a hip hop bipolar set? I don't even. Gosh, I played a lot of angrier music than I usually would do. A lot of Mobb Deep was probably played.
I like it.
There was some swearing maybe earlier that shouldn't be played because a lot of old people they're coming in to
You weren't
eat.
paying attention to the edits and the not.
I was just like, you know what? I'm going wherever this takes me. Okay, so I'm just doing
You're
that.
DJing with emotion.
We're playing not the clean version. We're playing explicit versions in Scratch.
like
So
it.
old people coming in, all the old Japanese people coming in eating the chicken and waffle, tough. So that's going on, and then as I'm doing this, I feel like, what's something that I can do to combat this stress?
I said, what are you gonna do to?
What am I gonna do with this?
You're gonna drown your sorrows with
How
sushi.
would I draw it? We draw it with sushi because it's only better. So I go and I text a place that I have not been to a long time for the people that may have heard of Sushi Izakaya Gaku.
Yes.
And the man who is in control of the reservations there, he is a friend of the show.
Yes.
We have mentioned him many times. Shin-san.
Shin-san.
Right? So I text Shin-san. I'm like, hey, can we go in? Can I get a reservation for tomorrow night, which would be Saturday? Can I get in for 5 p.m.? And I'm DJing. And he texts me back. Of all the times, he calls me. He literally calls me very excited. It must be slow at Gaku that night for him to call me. So he calls me up, and then I haven't done this impersonation in a while. Wait.
Let's hear if you still got it.
Oh, hello, Sakai-san. What's going on? Oh, I haven't heard for a long time. How are you? Where have you been? What you doing? I'm like, I'm asking for a reservation. I'm sorry. How's it going, bro? I haven't seen you in a while. You never call me. But so he says, what time are you at the bar? For how many? For 2. Okay.
I would say
Phone calls done.
I would say that impression is borderline racist if it wasn't so true. It's very dead
I tell
on.
it like it is here.
It's dead on.
It's dead on. You call him. We can call him right now tonight. He's going to answer the phone.
You got it.
He's going to answer the phone, and he's going to say, Sushi Gaku. And then you're going to try and make a reservation. He's going, oh, sorry, I'm booked up already. Can you come and be out by 7 o'clock? So that's what will happen. The very excitable guy, Gaku. I go Gaku Saturday night. Fast forward to Gaku Saturday night. Saturday night, I go 5 p.m. The power's
5
out.
p.m.?
I eat. I'm old. 5 p.m. is when you eat.
Who eats sushi at 5 p.m.?
You know why I eat? There you go. Somebody. That's right. I want to say a quick shout out
5 p.m. dinner.
Quick shout out to what's known as the head haole in charge. Thomas Ray is here from Square Barrels. Good friend of the show. Let's just give a shout out to Square Barrels, the Wagyu burger. No, you haven't. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna really. So I go in there 5 o'clock. Thomas eats at 5 o'clock. I go at 5 o'clock. Power's out. Gaku's power's out. All the Japanese guys are all panicked. They don't know what to do. There's black in there.
When you walked in, no power.
There's no power. So then the guy, one of the cooks, stops me. He goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. No power. Very hot in there." I'm like, "Okay. Is it just you guys, or is it the whole block? What's going on?" Shin-san's out there. He's all distraught. He's putting his hands up in the air like this, doing all this, what the skinny Japanese guys do. They do this. And then I'm like, "What's going on? You all right?" They're trying to figure out the power. They're the only place that has no power in this whole block. So I'm looking around. I'm like, everybody else got power. What's going on? So we're just the wife and I. We just decided to sit out in front. There's a bench out in front of Gaku. So we're sitting there, and literally it looked like a clown car opened up. Every 5 seconds, a guy comes out. He goes, "I'm sorry," and then he walks away. And then another guy comes in. "I'm sorry," walks away. Like literally 10 guys. I've never seen these guys. How do they fit these guys in the kitchen? I don't know. But they're out there. Every single guy's coming out. They kind of look the same too. So I don't know if they're doing a revolving thing. But everybody's coming out. Finally, they figure out the circuit breaker. There was a wire. Somebody pulled a wire out of the circuit breaker.
Oh.
It was like literally like something like they got sabotaged is the word. So I don't know what was going on. So
Probably
they
former employee.
maybe
Right.
maybe one of the guys that came out that said so sorry. He got fired. He didn't say it
The
correctly.
old fry cook came back for
Right.
revenge.
So it was literally a single wire. They put in the wire and then
And then everything back on.
power back on. Sushi's back at it, ready to go.
Everything was good.
So we walk in there. There was literally a guy sitting at the bar in the dark.
I
Yes.
like him.
And he was a young guy. I'm like, what is his deal? Is he going to go on a date or not? So he's there sitting there, and he gets there at 5 o'clock, and he leaves at 5:30. So you tell me I have eating problems. This guy looked like maybe in his 20s, and he was sitting there by himself, and I don't know where he was headed to after this.
Would he eat one dragon roll and leave?
Yeah, that thing, they got the raw fish, and you put it with the nori. You know that thing that they got, one of the signature dishes, they got that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you put the egg, and you mix around, and then you just,
yeah.
you know, and you're supposed to enjoy it.
When you make the little wraps and stuff.
You make the wraps,
yeah.
right. So then you do that, and he eats that, and he gets out of there. So
Wow.
that was sushi izakaya gaku. Another sushi, them, Uosan, sushi, right?
That's your
those
top
would be
three? Is that
those would be the top
that's your
three,
top three right now?
joints,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
I'm a
there you go.
frequent fan
FYI.
of sushi. So,
Sushi.
So
What else
events
we got?
going on over the weekend. The old movie Avengers Endgame, #1 at the box office for the third
Right.
consecutive week. We recorded
$100 trillion it made.
it's up there. It's in the 2 billions now.
Well past 69 trillion, right?
We recorded a little review, so we want to
Yeah.
let people know about that, right?
We did that over the weekend, or on Sunday. We did a little
We
review
had a
show.
special guest. We had your wife and resident eye roller.
Yeah, the resident eye roller. She was there
Lori Sakai of
to
Sakai
tell us all
Baking.
shut up. Yep.
Yep.
And she gave it a great review,
Yeah.
didn't she?
You gotta
She
listen
really
to the
enjoyed
review to hear it.
Yeah, she's a big fan of the Avengers.
Yep.
If you get my sarcasm. So yeah,
She said our review should have been 5 minutes.
yeah. So she was over it. She was playing Candy Crush. She was playing Pokemon. She just said she was checked out.
But we
totally
do have
checked
to
out.
we do have to warn people. It is a full spoiler review. We break down the entire plot, what we
Yeah.
like, what we don't like, and then we
Right.
discuss about like future Marvel projects, all the other nerd stuff.
Nerd stuff.
yeah.
Go figure with that, huh? But that's the thing with this, and I wanted to just expand on this a little bit. That's why this movie's making so much money, is because that demographic of 30 to 45, maybe 30 to 50-year-olds.
It's pure nostalgia, right?
It's
And
nostalgia.
It's parents taking their kids and
Right, but
you know.
the nostalgia is a big thing that's
Oh, yeah.
drawing money, because all these guys from the 80s who love Transformers, G.I. Joe, Marvel comics, things of that nature. Star Wars. They're holding on to that, and they didn't have money when they were kids. They have money now, so they're reinvesting their money and buying all this crap
yeah.
that their parents threw out.
Oh yeah.
And this is why this movie is going to make a 3-hour movie
Yeah.
about superheroes is dominating.
There's a company that is selling Captain America shields, like real replica shields.
I don't, and see what, and as
people
nerdy
are
as that
buying-
is,
people are buying these shields.
of course they're
Yeah.
buying this. That's why people are buying pop toys. That's why people are buying all this,
Yeah.
this nerd shit. And then it's because these guys have the money now. They have they are holding on to that there's never been a generation that's held on to their youth as much as the kids of the 80s, the kids of the 90s.
You're preaching to the choir here, man.
I mean, I'm just saying, but that's the thing. This is never going to happen again. If we
Right.
go 20 years from now, I don't think Pokemon Go is going to have that magnitude on the people.
Just look at all the shit I buy, right?
I mean, exactly.
I still
I
buy
mean,
comics. I still
you buy a different shirt
buy
an hour
vintage
here.
Rap T-shirts.
And look at these shirts you get here. I mean, if you can see, I mean, I know you're the man off the camera here, but you got a million shirts of like things that I don't even know why they even made a T-shirt up. But that is what it is. But
Well, on the subject of pop culture, I will say this now, and I'm officially saying I will never give you shit about not watching Game of Thrones ever again.
Oh,
the
yeah?
show is officially
Hey.
down the toilet.
hey, oh,
Now, people can argue with me. I don't typically rant on this show, but Sunday's episode was episode 5 of 6. This is the last 6 episodes
right.
of the entire series.
Right.
It's called The Bells. It sucked. Sucked balls.
everyone's saying this. Everyone. So, what happened here? What?
I just think
mean,
trying
without
to
spoiling
wrap
anything,
up,
but-
no. I'm not gonna give any spoilers away. Nothing. Just trying to wrap up, 8 years of storyline and plot development in 6 episodes. It's
Right.
just they just can't do it. Everything feels rushed. The character
Oh,
arcs,
okay.
the character turns,
All right.
the deaths, all these things seem very out of left field in a sense, or not earned.
Well, very rushed,
you know,
is like you're saying. So,
And it looks like the people agree it was the low. It went from, remember I told you about the War the Winterfell episode, The Long Night. I talked about it on our last show. It was the highest rated HBO show of all time.
yes.
Now this episode that was just aired, it was the lowest rated Game of Thrones episode.
Seriously.
Yes. So
Wow.
fans
Everybody's
already
checked
dropped
out.
off after 2 episodes. They're already
Wow.
like,
So then, does that mean I don't need to watch this now?
you're good.
Why?
Just stop. The way I describe
Saves
this,
me time.
the metaphor I'm describing watching Game of Thrones is it's running a marathon, discovering the finish line is actually 2 miles earlier than you expected, and you shit your pants at the finish
Check out.
line.
Hey, all right. Well then, this is great to hear because this saves me hours and hours of who knows what I'm going to be doing.
Game of Thrones will go in the top tier of shows like Lost, Dexter, Battlestar Galactica that all shit out in the final season. And
hey, all right. Well, I saw none of them, so
you're good. You're good.
Saves
you're
me
better
time.
off for it.
Wonderful.
And just real quick, speaking of swords and sorcery, your favorite subject,
Yeah.
Ron Howard is developing a Willow TV series.
Oh, forget it. Come on. Get the hell
so
out
I
of
guess
there.
you're not going to be watching this.
Come on now. Why? Like you told me they're going to remake like Mr. Mom? What they going to make? What else they got going on?
Maybe this will be on the Walmart channel.
Forget it. Okay, we said this last time. Nobody's going to be buying this Walmart channel. It's going to be going for like $5.99, selling a bunch of garbage. Okay? Is that going to go on there too? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing a Willow?
It's just like what you said earlier. References too. It's all about nostalgia. It's all about bringing stuff from our past childhood.
Yeah, but they're
bringing it
pulling out their
they're
teeth
pulling
here.
for that one, man. They're pulling for that
Come
one.
on. No, forget it.
So another thing regarding pop culture is, did you know it's the 20th anniversary of The Matrix?
Oh yeah.
Right? Remember that movie, The
Did
Matrix,
not know.
came out in
Yeah,
1999?
It's a Keanu Reeves.
So Warner
vehicle.
Brothers and the Wachowskis, they're no longer the Wachowski brothers. You know this, right? One of them got gender reassignment surgery. He's a woman now.
Wait a minute.
Did you know this?
Hold on a second.
Yes. Larry Wachowski is Lana Wachowski now.
Really?
Yes.
When did this happen?
Dude, it happened like 5 or 6 years
I'm
ago.
not paying attention to transgender
Yeah, I know you're
man
not.
people. So what happened?
They're now just referred to as the Wachowskis. They're no longer the Wachowski brothers.
Really?
Yes.
That's
And,
a more interesting story than The Matrix.
yeah,
20 years.
probably. But Warner Brothers and the Wachowskis, brother and sister now, I guess, have now announced that they are rebooting or remaking The Matrix. What do you think about that? Is that
Come on, that's too soon.
Do you like The Matrix? Is this too soon? 20 years later, this is too soon, right?
It doesn't seem like it's been enough time yet. It's strange. It's 20 years, but does it feel 20
It
years?
doesn't feel 20 years. I
I'm
agree.
not really particularly a fan.
Really.
I mean,
I don't care for the sequels, but I think the first is like.
the first was fine, but after that, Jada Pinkett, man, all these other guys. No, Lawrence Fishburne looking crazy. Okay, I get it, but I'd rather see John Wick 3. That's what I'd rather see.
Hey,
How about
that's
that?
this weekend,
Hey,
man.
let's get
John
a
Wick
cheer.
3. Yeah.
Never mind The Matrix.
Shout out for Keanu, right?
Yep.
All right. In the world of what the kids call hip hop music,
Hey,
Showtime
heard
premiered
of
their
it.
4-part, 4-hour documentary on the Wu-Tang Clan of Mics and Men this weekend.
Yes.
I watched it all in one day. I
That's what you
didn't
do.
I didn't go to work. I didn't go
Yeah.
to work that day.
And you have a girlfriend, so it's amazing, right?
She was at work.
You have a job and a girlfriend, and you say
She was at work. She leaves for work at 7 a.m. I watched it from
7:30.
7:30 to 11:30, and then I went to work.
You have quite the job you got. Scott.
Yeah. Make my own schedule.
So
It's
wonderful.
A nice
So
thing. But I think it's fantastic. 5-mic documentary. My one complaint, it could have been longer. Even 4
Right.
hours, it feels short.
Right.
Because they've so many different members, so many different personalities.
oh right, the stories are endless.
Do you have a favorite Wu-Tang Clan member? I ever asked you that?
Ghostface Killer all day.
Yeah, me too. Ghostface Killer all day long, man.
He never got the just due.
No.
He got a lot of just due, but he just never got enough to the level of like a Method Man,
Yep.
which he should have been.
didn't. Method Man is the one guy that was probably the biggest selling solo artist.
He's the most media trained
and
of all of them.
but he's the guy. Like I argue that he never had one classic album.
No. First
I
album was unique,
Yeah.
but it wasn't a classic.
Yeah, Tikal is great,
It's very
but it's not
different.
a classic to me.
Right.
Like in my opinion.
But
compared
Ghostface
to
had a lot of-
Supreme Clientele.
Ghostface had a
Iron
lot of good
Man,
stuff. Yes.
Only built for Cuban links.
Yeah.
Like I mean, come on,
Yeah.
man. Like
Right. It's Ghostface Raekwon. I mean,
all
that's
right. So in related hip hop and now political news, strangely,
Oh, no.
have you heard what Praz Michel of the Fugees is doing recently?
yeah.
So the Fugees co-founder, has been charged with conspiring and funneling a Malaysian billionaire's money to help fund the 2012 Obama election. Have you heard about this?
No, you sent me this one.
Yes.
Earlier in the week.
Do you know this Malaysian billionaire's name? Jolo.
Really? I like it.
JHO
Jolo.
LOW. Jolo.
Well, there's always room for Jolo, I tell you. But it's a what? First of all, hey, someone got that. So what? Why is Praz? What is he doing? First of all,
Well,
like,
now
first of
we
all,
know what he's been doing
we-
post
we-
Ghetto
now-
Superstar.
Right.
Right.
It's been Ghetto Superstar, and then here we are in Malaysia. But it's just, come on, guy.
Well, the
What's he
object
doing?
of Jolo was to gain more influence within the White House. So basically, he transferred $21.6 million to Praz throughout various times of the election year to various to distribute to various influential people in the Democratic Party.
That
And
sounds
the case,
too complicated for
the
Praz.
case remains
That can't be
pending.
Praz.
It's going to court.
Praz ain't doing this stuff. What's Wyclef think of this whole thing?
I don't know, man.
He's in Haiti just
He's
laughing.
gone till November.
Yeah. Hey, see, we got a lot of bump jokes on this show.
Hey.
So,
Hey, loosely related to the. So, what do you think of this? Do you think, is this a weird story or not? Like,
no shit, it's weird. It's kind of weird and pointless at the same time because it's like this Praz. I mean, for him to be even in anything notable in 2019, I'm sorry, get out of this one. Get out of this. He's gonna go. Malaysia's gonna take care of him. Jolo, talk to a. There used to be a guy I used to do audio for back in the day, DJ Jake, Jolo.
hey, I like him.
So the 2-word, 1-syllable, first and last names, it works. So what else we got?
All right, in random any kind news, a South African man was arrested posing as a KFC quality insurance inspector and basically got free KFC for over a year by going and posing as this quality insurance inspector.
Okay.
He is a South African college student.
He is a college
And
student.
now Twitter has branded him a legend and a hero.
Yeah.
And now his fans on Twitter are petitioning for KFC to hire him.
You know what? How would you think if you were working at KFC? You see this guy daily coming in. No one's questioning nothing. No one's saying nothing. Who are we to? Who's really? He's a winner. He's a legend. What are these people doing at KFC that they're seeing the same guy? I'm sure we got people like Thomas, man. He's working at Square Barrels. He sees the same guy telling him some bullshit every day. He's gonna shut that down in an hour.
He's the quality insurance inspector.
Exactly, and we're gonna buy into this. He just put out a badge and just does a little thing, a flip up thing, and that thing. I mean, props to him.
Props to him.
Shout out South African college students.
All right, in Hawaii-related news,
there you
Hawaii
go.
5-0 was renewed for its 10th season.
Hey,
Can you believe 10 years of this show? Right? I
Yeah.
know it's great for the economy. It brings lots of jobs. It's a big draw for tourism.
That's what
but
it
who's
is.
really watching this show? Is this like a Baywatch situation?
Well,
where it's like they're watching it in Croatia and Bulgaria and like
bottom line
Bulgaria?
is this: Friday night. Who watches TV Friday night? Old people. The old people
Bulgaria
love
is where
this.
Hungary and Bulgaria is. It's right in between.
Did that create confusion out there for Bulgaria? The old people are watching this show. It's the elderly people. They watch Murder, She Wrote. They watch, there's a dated reference. They watch that kind of stuff. So it's old people watching Hawaii 5-0.
So it's basically vacation fantasy for the Midwest and the heartland of the country.
I mean,
basically?
if it's still going, you keep it running because it brings in the money. It brings in the money for the state.
Right.
But as far as people watching, I mean, I don't watch it.
Does anybody in this room watch Hawaii 5-0? One? We got one.
Well, the same
And
one,
your wife.
The same one who gave Avengers 2.5 mics. Okay, but yeah.
And speaking of Hawaii 5-0, shout out to former Hooligans rapper Scott Kahn.
Scott
right?
Kahn sang
He
in a-
hates plate lunches.
Scott Kahn and Alchemist, they were a rap group, yes.
Remember when he shit on local food on the news?
Yeah, that worked for him, didn't it? No, I mean it's whatever. Keep the show going. I haven't watched it. There's not enough local people on the show anyway. There's a bunch of hollies running around. They're talking about eating at Sasabune. They ain't going to Sasabune. I saw that one episode. I turned it off after that. So
All right. Also in local news, hundreds of local people waited in line last Friday morning, some for more than 24 hours to get their kids into the state summer fund program.
as they should. I like it.
Registration started
Black
Saturday
Friday.
morning. People started lining up in the middle of the night, Thursday night, well into Saturday for a $25 summer fund program.
Wow, that's a deal. That's a deal.
Would you go and wait
The
in
local
line?
people, I'd send my kid. I'd tell him get wait in line. I'd wait in line.
10,000 openings.
That's incredible.
But don't we have a website for this shit?
No, they just keep it. They're gonna keep it grassroots.
What the?
The local people, they love summer fun. It takes
They
care
like
of
waiting
kids.
in lines. Shout out Grant Cohono Capone.
Yeah, exactly. They like to wait in lines. They want to make sure they're there first. They make sure they got that prime, whatever they want to get.
So
But
if you had a kid, you wait in line for summer fun?
no, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
You'd be like, be a man, get a paper route, right, or something.
That's
like
right,
some
yeah.
Weird
Get a
old
job
dad
first.
Shit, right?
Summer's no time for fun. No, that could be like something like that. And you know why they're doing this. You know why these parents are doing this. They're going to be waiting in this line because all these guys got multiple jobs, multiple stuff to do. They got to have someone watch the kid.
Mm-hmm.
Who else going to watch the kid? So that's why they're desperate to find some kind of situation, and this is it because this is like a morning
Right.
to afternoon thing, right? When does summer fun end? Like 5 o'clock or something? 4 o'clock? So
We got some people with kids in the audience. Kenrick, what do you think? Would you
Shut-
wait in line? Do you wait in line?
There you go. Private school, bro.
There you go, private school
That's
for
it.
the win. Sorry, yeah. Sorry.
That gets our first Saria. How's you? Okay, well.
All right.
Okay, we're delving into something else.
So shall we
Too
go
personal a thing, huh?
Shall we go into the audience for audience
All right,
questions?
let's go into. Well, you had a question.
Some subjects. So if anybody wants to comment on any of these subjects, Aaron just is only getting around to watching the Jason Momoa Aquaman movie.
Yeah.
He had a scathing review online. He took a shit right on this movie. Hates it. Anybody in love with this movie? Anyone want to defend it? Anybody on the positive side of Aquaman that want to come to the rescue of? All right. Why don't you give your little rant on
Shout out
Aquaman?
to okay. I get why as I say before, every woman loves Jason Momoa. It's guaranteed. So Jason Momoa can come out there and just stand there. All the women are going to be watching it. He could be eating a sandwich. All the women are going to be watching it. It's fine. I get it. But it just to me dragged. It looked cheesy at times. The CGI looked cheesy at times. The ending just didn't grab you, and it's just like the total like opposite of a Marvel movie. Like Marvel, they get it, and then DC watches it, and they're like, okay, let's see how we can fuck it up. And that's what DC does. And it just every single thing. So I just didn't quite. It just didn't grab me.
So what's the final review?
What did I give? I gave this
2.5, 2.
I gave this 2 mics.
Oh, 2 mics.
This is 2 mics. Yeah.
2 mics.
It was
you
pretty
think
brutal.
the success of the movie, it's all based on Jason Momoa's sex appeal.
And I get it. And they should and they're going to be an Aquaman sequel, and it's going to make money.
It's big, man.
Do it.
Yeah.
Everybody loves him. All the women.
Well, speaking
Some
of
men.
speaking of alcoholic superheroes, he's an alcoholic superhero in that movie, right?
Yeah.
The Lord, Jay Nads, and I, after last week's show, we witnessed the formation of a superhero team itself at Murphy's Bar and Grill.
Okay, let's set this up. Yes, because this was after last week's show.
Yes.
So we finished this said show. We do this little program on
Right.
Tuesday nights, and as we close it out, there was a birthday party that the three of them attended by a man known as Dave Newman.
Yep. I can't do the harp sound
We can't
effect.
do the hard sound, but Dave Newman, a prominent figure, owner of Pine and Jigger, Harry's Hardware, he
Right.
had his birthday party at
Well,
Murphy's.
they had it at Vino at Restaurant Row, and then they
Right.
wound up at Murphy's.
He's an industry person.
in
That's what they do. They
Chinatown.
drink a lot. They go all over the place and they
Oh,
do
yeah.
shots, right?
They're
So then
partying up.
they go to culminate to Murphy's. You guys go to Murphy's,
We go to Murphy. We asked you to come.
and I said, forget it. I'm not going to do it. I got other things to do. So then
So
you then proceed to text me that something went down.
yes, and
At
you-
Murphy's.
Yes. So
Ben, what happened?
yeah.
Oh, man, you got to come around.
Essentially, Marissa, the bartender from Pig and the Lady, was at the bar, and a guy started harassing her,
Okay.
and he attempted to throw his beer in her face.
So 80s.
Maddie from Pig and the Lady, friend to the show, Maddie Kua,
Yeah,
shout out Maddie Kua.
yes.
Maddie stepped up, grabbed the guy's arm. The guy falsed Maddie in the face, punched Maddie in the face, and he didn't realize that they were hanging out with the entire USBG, and this
United
guy
States
was then
Bartenders
jumped
Guild.
by 13
Everyone?
guys.
So that is the industry gang.
It was the USBG Avengers.
Avengers Assemble.
Yes, Avengers Assemble. And my favorite member was Iron Man Dave Newman, who dropped the epic Randy Macho Man Savage elbow on this guy.
I wish we could have seen
A
that.
full flying elbow on this guy.
Wow.
To the skull.
To the skull.
So everybody knows you never bring a knife to a gunfight. But something that people don't often know is you don't bring a wine guy to a bar fight. Yeah. Just gonna leave it at that.
Wow.
They're not mentioning me. I was one of the wine guys, but we had another good friend of guy. I was just there. It all happened so fast. I was just like, oh my God. And it just was a dog pile of drunk people.
So they all
at
piled
that
up on
point.
this guy.
Right. And then our
was a five-mic fight.
our friend
My top two. This is number 2 of my top 2.
Wow.
my good friend Chris Ramel, who's Hawaii's next master sommelier, was there. He decided
Yeah.
to get in on the action, throw in some blows, actually
Wow.
punched the bartender from Murphy in the face instead of the guy they were going for. So we kind of recalled that scene from Terminator. You know, when Terminator walks in, he got the target.
Yes.
And he was just aiming for any Howley. So his target system was all off. He's just punching Howleys.
He was just ready to pull the trigger.
It was something, man. So
I wish there was footage. You know.
shout out to Daniel Bruce, president of USBG. He,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
yeah, Captain Daniel. He helped.
He did something.
He helped break the fight up and got
Hey,
the guy
alright.
out of there. So
Wow.
But all right,
Good
moving
stuff.
on to another subject. All right, rapper Logic released a new album. All right. Kendrick was posting some songs. Is Logic the most overrated or underrated rapper in the game?
All right, we're leaving this
Is
to the
Logic
audience
good?
here.
Is he a good rapper or is he just someone who can rap fast?
Overrated, underrated on Logic. What
Guys,
are we thinking?
what do you guys think? Anybody want to comment
Anybody
on
got a
Logic?
comment on that?
Logic? Yeah, that's what I agree. I feel like he can rap fast, but he always gets outbarred by every person that he has guests on a song with him. He gets outbarred by them.
Okay, if anyone doesn't, if nobody wants to say anything, all I have to say is after when you go home, put on the song Logic did with Will Smith,
Yep.
and that will.
It sounds like a
make your
Skittles
conclusion.
commercial.
It was like a Sesame Street nightmare.
Yeah.
So you put that song on, that'll determine your conclusion of Logic. That's
All right.
it. That's all
All right.
I'll say.
And then since we are on the subject, anybody in the crowd want to shout out a overrated or underrated rapper? Anyone that's don't feel like they're getting the respect or getting too much props and they don't really
Well, we got
deserve
a
it?
lot of
Does
rappers
anybody
in the
out there
crowd
out
right
there?
now, so-
Anybody want to comment on this?
Anybody underrated? Anybody?
Yeah. I was thinking
Any
yeah.
underrateds?
If you don't want to throw shade on anybody, then we
well,
can always
underrated rapper. Who do you
give-
think is an underrated guy? Do
Who's
Do you
underrated?
have someone?
Like for me, I don't know if he's even under. I like Joey Badass a lot. I feel like he doesn't get thrown in the conversation enough. But I also like boom bap stuff. So,
Or something on that.
I think
yeah,
Joey's
all right.
real nice with it. And
Okay.
qualified in the house.
Hey,
friend to the
qualify!
show.
Shout out.
Anybody for you? Overrated, underrated?
Underrated. I don't know, man. He just popped up in my head. Mozzie.
Oh yeah, Mozzie.
Yeah, man. I don't
Yep.
feel like he gets enough shine. Mozzie's pretty nice.
Is he down with TDE? Like, is he with that? Like, all right, or associated with them? No, he's not. All right.
Well,
Anybody else?
Well, I tell you what. I mean, as far as underrated, that needs to be propelled up is every gentleman in this place
That's
right here.
right.
We got
Hawaii
guys. We got
MCs.
coming up our guests.
Hawaii
We got
MCs for
the
sure.
Carmina Classic IAs here.
But that's why
Astro Guillotine is
we
here.
always have a showcase.
Qualified is here.
Hey!
All right, let's talk about underrated people. All right, that's why we're doing this show, sir.
That's right.
Sorry.
Anybody else
Sorry,
in the
Kay, I'm
crowd?
yelling, sorry.
Anybody else in the crowd got
Sorry.
any sports questions, sports comments, anything about what happened?
Well, we got a lot of NBA coming up next, so
All right.
let's get to this. We got IA. He's gonna come on. He's got a new song. We're gonna talk about NBA. Astro Guillotine's coming on.
Yup.
So we got all kinds of fun stuff. Let's take a break here.
All right, let's take a
Sleep
break.
time's over.
Woo!
Sleep time's over. We'll be right back.
There we are. All right, we are back. It's wild and woolly in here, for the people that are attending. Before we get going, next week we're gonna have Illinomatic. We're gonna be performing.
That's right.
Also gonna be the chef from town. Is he?
Ed Kenny gonna come down. Oh, not Ed Kenny.
Who's gonna
Dave
be-
Caldero, the co-owner.
Co-owner of town.
Co-owner and co-chef.
Because there's gonna be a hip hop dinner coming.
I'm doing a hip hop dinner there on June 20th.
Okay.
At Town Restaurant. We'll give you more details as it
Okay, that's
comes
coming up.
But Dave will talk about the inspiration behind it all.
All right.
He's kind of taking dishes from his past, and we're going to be playing a lot of hip hop music from his
The
past.
hip hop dinner that you've done before, Pink
Yeah,
the Lady, and it's a fun event. And then we got gonna be back June with Daryl Bonilla.
Daryl Bonilla.
That's my bank. Daryl Bonilla
Right.
is gonna be the former owner of AZW, Action Zone Wrestling.
That's right.
Also performing on that one would be Scholar.
Yeah,
gonna be
Scholar.
on that one.
Yeah, you sent me the links. Good songs,
We also
man.
got
Yeah.
Scholar, the good stuff. We got after that, who is the
Chandra Lamb from Southern Glazers.
right? We have a cocktail demonstration. We're gonna do
She's
that
going to do a cocktail thing, hopefully
So-
maybe with Ben. Maybe
because
I
the
don't
mac
know.
and cheese with Rucka went so well. We might as well do another food demonstration, so we'll just have that going.
Yeah.
We got Jazan is gonna perform.
Jazan.
She was back on the show, so and then we got the 3-year anniversary show.
We got the
coming
big
up.
anniversary show
beginning
coming up.
beginning of July.
Special guests galore.
Oh, cameos galore.
Yep.
Glenn Medeiros possibly is gonna be there.
Yep.
Casimiro might be there.
Yep.
Cabot the Catalyst might be
Yep.
there. I don't know. So yeah. All right. Before we haven't heard play the bra sample. You don't have that?
I
You
have
don't?
it, but
That sounded good. Okay. All right, our first guest. Let's get to it. He officially, with tonight's appearance, is going to be a 4-timer on this show. So he has joined the 4-timer squad, along with our fellow friend to the show, Qualify, who's in the house. So it's only fitting we bring in the Carmina Classic, IA. Where's he at?
Yeah, Let's go. Ayy, cruising down the west side highway, doing what I wanna do my way, switching 2 lanes. No
Someone, if
screaming out 808.
that's you yet, have a seat, sir. If, you want your drink?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Okay. All right. What's going on, man? It's been a minute, as they say.
Can you put like a little disclaimer here on the screen? IA doesn't normally drink, and I'm here at the highbrow room.
That's right.
I'm
That's
here at
right.
the highbrow
Yes.
room, and I couldn't be here without getting a drink from world-renowned
The Lord.
bartender.
There
Ben.
you go.
Shout
Yes.
out to Ben.
Ben, the Lord. There he is.
You know, especially after that crazy intro, you know, you gave in the beginning. To
it's
see it
all
live
fun.
in person, I mean, that's next level.
It's all for fun. But it's we haven't been on since
Man, I feel
August
red
or
right
something.
now, man. I'm hot. My cheeks are hot.
You're drunk already? Okay.
Hey,
what do you drink?
I'm a lightweight. Back in the day, I used to get drunk off Zima.
Wow.
So please, hopefully my kids aren't watching this tonight.
Wow, shout out Zima. It's been since the beginning of the season. We're gonna get to you came on in August.
Okay.
And
August.
we if you remember this, you joined the squad for a brief minute.
Yes.
That we inherited you in along with Qualify,
Yes.
the Houston Horsemen.
Shout out to Qualified.
Qualify in the building. And then it was strictly because your favorite player, Carmelo Anthony,
Yes.
joined the Houston Rockets, and he left the Houston Rockets
No,
like in a
he
week.
didn't leave. You guys
He-
did him dirty. So
well-
I had to enhance the little B curse. I had to enhance the little B curse.
Yes.
Hey, Carmelo Anthony, Quali, shut up. Hey, Carmelo Anthony would have hit all those clutch shots in the last 5 minutes of this.
That was the best shut up I've ever on the show.
Game
Look,
6.
But
I can
but
say
he
the
wasn't
quality.
there-
I knew him since he was in high school, man.
Well, he was only on the team for a week, and we welcomed you with open arms, to this
Yes,
Houston
yes.
Horsemen
Thank you.
squad, and it ended kind of badly. But a lot has transpired since then. But before we
Yes.
get to that, I want to talk about you have a new single out that's all
Yes,
over the
Zubland.
place. Let's
Shout out
start.
to Nana Cooley.
Yes, that's right.
Cooley. Nana
That's
Cooley
a
in the
great
house.
video too, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
All your videos, we've told you this before. Your videos are always you know what's going on because you got that camera look, man. You get media trained. You got it ready to go. It's all your videos are all top quality. Look at
Great
this.
production. Great
Look at this
production.
guy.
Shout out to Kyle Blast Media. He's the one who did it. Tropical Media Group. I mean, just being engulfed in like the film industry.
Yeah.
I'm captivated by acting, being in film. So
Yeah.
I want to make sure that, or crossing over to back to the music, I want to make it or give it that cinematic feel.
Right.
Tell a story. Turn the music into real life, like through movie, which pretty much
Right.
music videos are.
Right.
I want to kind of get away from just the whole process of just strictly performance in a video.
Yeah.
And trying to add a different dynamic and adding just everything we have here in Hawaii. We got
Yep.
artists from all over the world coming here to the islands using our scenery.
Yep.
What we have here to make their music videos. Kanye with Amazing.
Yep.
I Am Sue did one. I think it was like called Incredible or something like that, where he's on the poly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think we need to own
Utilize
that.
it.
And
Yeah.
utilize it more.
And there's these cinema. You make them just very like these epic, like a movie situation. It's like a music video, but something over to the next level of something where you're portraying
Yes,
a story.
That means a lot, coming from you guys and recognizing that, because that's
Yeah.
really what we try to do.
It's great stuff. And this song is catching on. It's on the infamous FM radio that is
Oh,
always
yeah,
a
I
thing to
mean,
crack, right? It's
yeah,
always a thing.
It's crazy. It's almost one of those things like it's trying to figure out the algorithm, how
Yeah.
to, I've been in the game. This year actually makes my 13th year in the hip hop scene here in Hawaii.
About it, yep.
I was blessed to be able to see, 2 to 3 different eras, from
Yeah.
the ending of Humanaka's, Tasho, all the way to where it's at now
Yeah.
with like new guys like Coins and stuff like
Right.
that. And yeah, so I'm sorry, I'm a little buzzing. Where were we at again? No, I'm sorry. Yeah, FM radio, top 40
Yeah, so-
urban radio. Hawaii hip hop local hip hop. It's been hard for us to catch.
Right. So I gotta
break
ask.
over there.
13 years in the game. How does one try to crack this? Because as much as a lot of these guys know, but FM radio is just such a weird situation politically.
Yes, correct.
How in the hell did this finally break through?
You know what it was? I mean, it really was, honestly, the support from the community.
Yep.
And when we dropped Zubland, we did the Zubland music video premiere at Kawai Hona School in Nanakuli.
Yeah.
And it was a surprise premiere. It's actually the kids in the video that star in the video, they go to that school. So we went over there with 939 The Beat and did a surprise world premiere in front of the kids. We had the radio station. We're playing music.
That's how you do
They
it.
had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
We dropped the video. The
Yeah.
students, the teachers, everybody was excited.
Yeah.
Then we dropped the video that day, and then it just spread like wildfire on Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, before
Crazy
the
stuff.
weekend, it was like 50,000 views, thousands of shares, and now we're at week 3. We're about 200,000 views. We've cracked top 40
Unreal.
urban radio, regular rotation.
That's the thing that's amazing.
And
Because you know how that is.
we just hit BPM Supreme today.
Unreal.
So, I mean,
Unreal.
it's probably because I tell him, I know Aaron Sakai, I tell him he's my manager. DJ Zach Morris.
I don't know.
Sleep Time's Over.
I don't want to tell any tall
It's probably
tales.
because I was on Sleep Time's Over. They found out.
Well, the fourth time's the charm. Then is what it's going to be. Also, you did as for the people that don't know that you do a lot of acting.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You're out there. You've done.
I mean,
things.
us as artists, myself, Quali, Astreaux can tell you guys,
Yeah.
when we step on the stage, we're artists, and being an artist is also, kind of like acting. Performing is
Right,
acting
performing.
is a performance.
Right.
So just taking that step into that realm of acting, I hope that one day we can have Qualified or Astro, because us as performers, musicians, I feel like we excel in that
Oh, most definitely.
that realm, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've been blessed with amazing opportunities to cross over, do what
Right.
some of my idols have done, like LL Cool J, you know what I mean?
Right. And you've done many times on said show we mentioned earlier, Hawaii 5-0.
Hey, if I know I was
Everyone's
listening to
watching
you guys talk about it.
I was wanted to get
Let
your
me make
face.
a point.
Yes.
Let me make a
Here we
point.
go.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm gonna because you and Sky brought it up. So there's a very few people, I would say, I don't want to, don't quote me on it, that watch it. They may watch it here in Hawaii. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. I went to the premiere of the season I was in over in Waikiki.
Yeah.
And I was just my character was only in 2 episodes, Jamie Kamaka, and this was
That's right.
And this is a premiere, and these are people from all over the world.
Oh, yeah.
I'm walking the red carpet. I'm here, with Scott Kahn and Alex. How do you say his last name?
I don't watch this show.
Whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You were on the show. Huh?
Lori, what's his last name?
Yeah.
Lachlan. There you go. He's an Aussie guy, right?
Yeah, Aussie guy. But and there's these ladies from Paris that said, "Hey, that's Jamie Kamaka."
Wow.
They travel to. They know every episode, every character, every guest starring person. I mean,
Wow.
outside, and then after the season or that aired and the end of that season, on Twitter,
Yep.
there's actually like this huge Hawaii 5-0 following, like a fan club and following, and like the followers and how they engage, like they want to know more about my character. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Tell Peter Lenkoff to give me more story time on the show.
Because at this point, it's 10
Unreal.
years the show. It's got a whole universe of characters, right?
yeah, they're like digging
Unreal.
into it like it's Marvel Universe.
yeah.
Unreal. And then, let's talk about the Netflix movie you did.
Oh yeah, Triple Frontier.
That was with Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. What's the guy from the motorcycle show?
I like how you don't know the guys.
Sons of
Sons of
Anarchy.
Anarchy.
Yeah, Sons of Anarchy.
You're in the
Check-
movie and you
yeah.
don't know what the guys are.
Channing
This is
Tatum
great.
with the beard guy. What's his name?
Well, it
What's
was-
his name?
Oscar Isaac was in it as well. Oscar Isaac
Oscar
from
Isaac.
Star Wars and
Oh,
right. The guy that we can't think of right now. Another British actor.
some other Holly guy.
Anybody
Yeah.
name the actor
With a
of
beard.
Sons of Anarchy? Sons of Anarchy?
Charlie Hunnam.
Charlie
yeah,
Hunnam. There you go. Charlie
Okay,
Hunnam.
so I don't know who this guy Charlie
Obviously
Hunnam
a
is.
big
I was gonna
box
say,
office draw, Charlie Hunnam.
You're
Nobody
in this. You're
remembers
in
his
this
name.
picture, and you don't even know these guys are
And
in
then
this thing.
all my female, my aunties, my mom, my cousins, my female cousins, they all want to hump his leg. So I mean,
Well,
I'm like, I don't know who Charlie Hunnam
yeah,
is.
he must be a looker. Okay, well, how's Ben Affleck? How's working with that guy?
We did actually.
Did you have a scene with him or
Nobody
anything?
was able to get close to him. He kind of did his thing and like
No need.
went off. So.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He's Batman. I guess that's what happens. He just
Yeah, he was. Is he still Batman?
He's
he got
sad
fired?
Batman. No, he quit.
He quit. All right,
Yeah,
there you
he
go.
quit.
the only
That's it.
Batman I know is Michael Keaton.
Word.
Wow, there you go.
Hey,
Shout out 1989. All right.
What about our lisping Batman? Christian
Wow.
Bale. What about Christian
Wow. Never
Bale?
mind.
Michael Keaton for the win. Still Michael Keaton. For
So
the
and then let's talk about you performed Jeremiah Young's entrance.
Oh yes, for the
I
X1
seen that.
World
Yeah.
Events.
I was that one. How'd you know him for a while?
Actually,
Or-
I didn't know him.
Oh really?
He has roots over on the west side, and I guess he was gonna initially use my song to walk out to.
Yeah.
And the promoter, shout out to Uncle Al, he said, "I'll do you one better. I'll give IA a call right now and see if he'll come down and walk you out and perform it."
That's nice.
And I mean, shoot, without hesitation, something like that, you know.
Yeah.
Especially from coming from a fighting background, like my family,
Right.
my dad being who he is.
Right.
And I was major honor just to get that opportunity. I felt like
Yeah.
I was in the movie Creed for a second.
It was they had that look. Watching the video.
it was cool, man. Definitely an awesome blessing.
Speaking of MMA, this was just announced, I think, today. Max Holloway just announced he's fighting Frankie Edgar for this one. What's your take on?
Dust. Come on,
Okay,
anybody.
okay.
Come on.
Just
I
wanna make
still
sure.
think he beat Dustin Poirier.
Okay. I just want to get, because I know
It's
you're
like,
an MMA
hey,
guy.
it's like BJ too. I mean, no matter what, no matter how many times BJ fights, I will
Yeah.
always root for him. I will always put at least $100 down, no matter what.
Wow. All right.
You know, as you just got to.
Wow.
You got to.
That's
Max
that's
is my
commit-
boy. Shout out to Max
Yeah.
too. You know.
Shout out Max Holloway. Yeah, that's commitment to BJ though, because
And shout out to
It's,
Max Holloway too for posting Zubland. That was awesome too.
That's
for him
right,
to reach out
yes.
and actually
Yes.
give us love
That's
and
major.
shout out on that.
That
Big stuff.
cosign is
That's that
always
West Side love,
major,
baby.
yeah.
Yep. And now to something else that
Oh.
we got to get into as we do this every week. We have our little NBA discussion. Playoffs
Here
are
we
going
go.
on.
Here
You
we
know,
go. Let's go. I'm ready.
I'm
Let me stretch
already
out. Let me stretch out. Let me stretch
do
out.
do a bend of some
Should we
sort
play the
because
suspense music?
a
Should we-
lot of stress going on. Rockets got eliminated.
Yes, they did.
I'm gonna throw out some topics before we get to the big one that happened today with
Okay.
the Pelicans. I just want to go with Rockets get eliminated. Clearly, it's psychological that they can't beat this Warrior team. I think it's a psychological thing that's in their head.
It's a mind F.
It's
man.
exactly. Chris Paul did great. Harden is head in the clouds. Where do you go from this kind of a loss? And it's only got to be one guy that they can get, that they have to try and get.
I don't, man. You know, after
You know?
they did that to Melo,
And
just blow the team
I
up,
know. I'm
right?
waiting. That's why I'm waiting
Blow
for you
the
to.
team up.
You're just gonna roll your eyes. I know. But there's only one guy to get, and it's LeBron. We got to get LeBron.
Ooh.
Capella, Gordon, qualify. What do you think? Capella, Gordon, first round pick. Come on down.
Capella.
Come on down. Clint Capella, Eric Gordon, first round pick for Mr. LeBron James.
Oh.
What about it?
Oh.
What about it?
But see, the thing is with
don't know,
LeBron
man.
nowadays, does he want to be in H-Town in Houston?
Well,
does
'cause
he want to be there?
It's been a disaster in LA. Magic
has, it
Johnson
has.
says, I'm out. He
It
didn't even
has.
want to be a part of this thing. They don't know what to do with him. He went there for business purposes.
Now let me ask you this: I don't know if you saw the news today.
Yeah.
Philly is talking about
Yeah.
trading
Ben
Ben
Simmons
Simmons,
and
that's a
straight up
viable
for
trade.
LeBron.
Bro,
That's a viable trade.
crazy.
So who do you think the Lakers would take? You think they would take Ben Simmons, or do you think they would take Capella, Gordon, and
Right. I mean, Ben Simmons straight up for LeBron. I think they're gonna have to throw in a little bit more in there because the guy's
That's
37.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I
The
don't
guy's
know why you're
37. You can't
doing
go
that.
1 for 1. So
who's
there's
37?
that. LeBron. 35?
LeBron. Yeah.
36?
Oh, there you go.
Mid 30s. He, you know,
He's a LeBron guy over there.
he's collecting some kind of a. But it's
How
gonna have
big
to
of
be some
a-
kind of a trade here, right?
Well, how big of a window do you think LeBron has left to win, though?
2 years.
All right, we think.
Okay, so you're saying LeBron, Chris Paul, James Harden.
If you're making a move to get LeBron, it's like we trying to win.
right now,
You got to go to Windows now.
That's the only way it would happen.
Right.
And then
Exactly. That's the only window. Right. 'Cause
That's your guys' only.
That's what they're missing. That team is
that's-
missing.
That's your only way to win now.
I know you don't want
Get
to talk
LeBron.
about the Rockets, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But you know,
Yeah, man.
because you guys are my friends, I'm gonna. You
Hey,
know,
thanks.
Hey, you're a
That's the
Houston
only way you
horseman
guys
till
win
you
now.
get
Okay,
jumped out,
okay,
bro.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
LeBron.
okay. Let's go with this. Warriors Blazers just took place. Game 1 was tonight. Predictions on how this series is going to end.
Warriors in 6.
Okay, that's fair.
5.5. Sorry,
That's the
Ben
Zima
Drake
talking, I
to me.
think. So, qualify. What do you think? We good?
I don't know, man. Warriors in 5.
Yeah, I'll go Warriors in 5. I think they're not going to have a problem. Warriors will just take them
think they
out.
could take 2 at home.
Possibly.
But I rock with
And then-
Dame though. That's my guy.
And Dame is from Brooklyn, or not Brooklyn, Oakland too.
Yeah.
They played in
Dang,
Oakland.
bro.
yeah.
I thought they would
How
have
many
gave him.
Zimas did
I
you
know.
have?
I thought they would have gave him just at least one win at Oakland.
Well, it's going to be him to have to deliver, and he's the only one that's the killer on that team. So that's that with that.
Hey, well, hold up now,
And
CJ.
then CJ at times. CJ not
Bruh,
consistently.
You got to put some respect on it after
he
that
held
game
it
7,
down
man.
right.
That
He
was
did.
ridiculous.
Just look at it this way. I'd hate to bring up the Rockets' name back up again, but
I mean, let's talk
if the
about
Rockets couldn't finish off
him. Wait,
a
what?
depleted Warriors, what
No,
makes
they're
you think
not.
the
No, wait a
blip?
minute. Okay.
Okay, no Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant
early
getting
foul
injured
trouble,
was a bad thing.
early foul trouble.
Right. But Kevin Durant getting injured was not a good thing because the Rockets roster is built to take down the Kevin Durant Warriors.
Not
Durant goes out, they become the old Warriors.
the Splash Brother
Running
Warriors.
around, shooting threes.
see.
They were confused, and I was not surprised that they lost Game 6 because they were not ready for that. Because they were
Should've
totally
won game 1.
They needed that wing, right? They need that wing player, and that wing player that's the only one that will be viable is LeBron. That will be able to post up. They'll be able to drive the ball. They'll have to give the ball to Gordon and Paul all the time. So that's the only thing they got left. So
I wouldn't
well, that
mind
happens.
getting like a younger guard than Paul though.
right, but the money is too locked up, and that's
I mean, it's
you know
ridiculous.
we're
But
that's
hey,
in
man,
the shit.
Scary Terry, can we add him somehow? He
Possibly.
doesn't want to be in
Oh,
Boston
yes.
anymore.
No, okay, wait a second. Now, if you get Scary Terry in the mix over there
Yeah.
with LeBron, I think you guys got something. And that's the last thing I'll say about the Houston
I won't-
Rockets right now.
Okay, but yeah, I would agree. Okay,
Best team not in the playoffs.
I don't get me started. Qualifying, very very distraught. So Bucks Raptors predictions.
Bucks Raptors, I say Raptors in 7. There's something about Kawhi Leonard.
Really?
Just that championship mentality and
That dog shit shot at
Yeah.
the end. That was the one
Yeah.
that just propels
Yo,
him.
Kawhi is
That-
Terminator
despite
Jordan,
Drake,
bro.
yeah. I know.
Terminator Jordan.
Yeah.
That's
But
who
you
he
can. But
is.
Drizzy aside.
Did you guys see his interview though after he made that shot? Like he really doesn't give a shit about.
I was
Toronto.
waiting for the laugh.
He really doesn't care. Well, right. He looked like he was gonna give the laugh. Yeah. He's so gonna buy a house in L.A. He's so.
Yeah.
If the Toronto wins the title, he's going to L.A. He just looks like he's just checked out.
He's going
Yeah.
to Clippers.
And
He's
Yeah.
going to be a Clipper.
yeah.
Clippers
I
going to
feel
win
it.
a championship
I still
next
think
year.
so.
My son's going to be
I-
happy. My son's a Clipper fan.
I would not. Yeah, that's right. And I would not be. The roster's a good roster. They have a good roster. I would not be surprised. Okay, so something happened today. The NBA lottery. It's always a fun little event.
The
And,
Zion lottery.
Oh, man.
It's a fun little 10-minute thing. And let's go down with the top 4 picks. So the Lakers got 4th, which was bizarre.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Knicks got the 3rd, which depressing for them.
Did you see Stephen A. Smith's reaction to that?
Everyone's all right.
You got to watch that. If
Right.
you haven't seen it, you got to
They
watch
got the priest praying, everything going on.
They got the. Did they get the Dallas pick with the Porzingis trade?
I think they have a second. They have,
So
they have 2
like
picks.
they have a second pick.
They have a
with
second
But
first
they
round
wanted
pick.
that. They wanted the.
Oh,
Zion.
wanted
They wanted
number
the
one.
Zion.
Of course.
Everybody
pick.
want trying for Zion,
Yeah.
right? So then Memphis got the second pick, which is going to be good. But how ironic, New Orleans gets the number 1 pick, and New Orleans has a little bit of a dilemma that they got to deal with this summer with a guy by the name of Anthony Davis. So we're all kind of thinking of things of like, what are they going to do with Anthony Davis? How are they going to trade this guy? What's the best case scenario for this team but to get the number 1 pick? So now they can dangle that to Anthony Davis and be like, okay, you know who we're going to get? You want to stay?
But
Does he
does
stay?
that work? Does Zion Williamson and Anthony Davis work? Amen. Cheers to my man over there in the light sleeper's hat. Exactly.
So you have that
But
situation.
what about
right?
Julius Randle, man? Well, okay, I got you.
Yep. Julius
But
Randle
he's
is like
young. He can
is
improve.
a supportive.
His Achilles are
supportive.
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, so I came up with some scenarios
Okay,
that I
let's
want to
hear it,
shoot
let's
at you.
hear it, let's hear it.
I came up with 5 scenarios of what's going to happen, theories of AD going in the summer. What's going to happen to him? So, number 1, convince AD to stay with getting Zion at number 1 and then just re-sign Julius Randle. Is that something viable that he would do? I guess we're saying no.
No.
So I guess we're saying no on down. And plus, he's come out today and said, I'm still want to get traded. He even came out publicly today. and
Isn't
said that.
Griffin
there it is.
Griffin the GM now?
David
Or the,
Griffin, who's got 4 number 1 picks. Because he was the GM of Cleveland.
Yes.
He's the number 1 pick lord.
He's the guy.
He's the guy. So that's a whole other story. But yeah, that's 4 number 1 picks
Okay.
under his realm. Number 2 scenario, trade Anthony Davis to OKC
Whoa.
for Westbrook and another player.
What?
Wow.
Westbrook is pretty much done with OKC. They're not going anywhere with him. They're getting bounced out in the first round at least several years now.
Yeah.
Do we move on and then we put Anthony Davis with Paul George? Paul George convinces them to stay.
That's
Westbrook
a good look.
Westbrook
for
starts a new
OKC.
I
new
mean,
life.
I wouldn't mind seeing AD and Paul George play together.
Oh.
And then you got
AD
Westbrook and Zion in the one duo.
I mean, it's
Poor Zion,
It's a
but-
lot of lobs.
I mean,
A lot of lobbing.
A lot of lobs.
but does Westbrook throw lobs though?
I mean,
No, he takes
he
bad
should.
shots at the end of games is what he
He
does.
should. He's got freaking Zion.
So I'm just throwing it
He's
out
gonna
there.
have to
Zion
if they
Williamson
want
is
to
going
put
to be the
people in
he's
the
going to be the
seats.
next generation Blake Griffin.
Well, does this make sense to you guys? Like, would this work?
I
Straight
say
up
that
one for
one.
one?
I feel
say
like
that
it
one
sucks
works.
for New Orleans. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, Westbrook, I really like Westbrook. I think he's a dog, and that's a compliment.
What's the GM's name again? Is it Griffin?
But I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think he makes a trade for Westbrook. Though.
Bro, I don't know where Westbrook
smart
fits
guy.
in the NBA. Like, what team are you gonna put
No.
Westbrook on? And
Right,
you're
he's just
you
like
know
another
what? We're
Kyrie.
better now.
Exactly. He's
Yeah.
a guy that you need to build a roster around, like a Kyrie, like a Harden. So
Yeah.
I don't know what you're gonna have to wipe the slate clean with a Westbrook, and you got Zion, and go from there. Well, okay. Scenario 3: trade Anthony Davis to the Warriors. For one of the 3 guys that could potentially bounce.
Draymond.
You got Draymond. If the
They're not gonna
Pelicans
take
want,
Bro,
which
if
they
they
don't,
traded him
but
for
would they trade
Draymond
Clay?
Green,
Would you
I
take
quit
Clay?
The NBA.
Oh,
What about Clay
Clay
for
and Zion?
Anthony?
Now,
now if I was the Pelicans, would I take Clay?
If you're the Pelicans, you get the call from the
I'd take-
Warriors. We'll give you Clay Thompson right now, Anthony Davis.
Clay or KD would be or KD
Okay.
actually can't be traded, right? He's being free agent.
I mean, that'd be a
KD is going to be free agent. Yep.
Okay, so I would take Clay. Would be the only guy I would take. I wouldn't take
that'd
Steph.
be a,
Steph
that'd
fits.
be a pretty nasty roster, man, over there in New Orleans.
You
Clay
have
at the
that.
2.
Drew,
you still
Clay,
had Drew
Randall.
Holiday.
You still got Drew Holiday. Yep. You still got Drew Holiday, Clay
Zion
Thompson,
at the
run the
3
backcourt.
or the 4.
Right. So Warriors always seem to do these moves that piss everyone off. They got DeMarcus Cousins. Everybody got pissed off. And
You're
they're all
like,
freaking out.
you're like the Doctor Strange of NBA.
I,
What do you know? What is
except
the
one. I'm just going to point the one. Yeah, I'm doing that. You know? Yeah. This is just
I
what I
actually
do,
like
man.
that.
You know, get excited.
I like the
So-
OKC and I like the Warriors trade
you do?
you're
Okay.
talking right now.
Hey, thanks.
Those are two
Okay.
good ones.
Okay, we got the fourth one. Trade AD
Fourth one.
to the Knicks
There we go.
for their number 3 pick and get the other Duke guy.
Ooh.
So you got Zion and the other
Is that Barrett?
Yeah, who's the other Duke guy?
Barrett?
you can get RJ.
Yeah. So you get them
Or JR
You can send-
Morant?
right, and then
Morant.
you can possibly maybe trade Dennis
Jay
Smith Jr. or Moulier, send them out.
Morant. Maybe if he's still
I'm,
around.
I'm trying with these trades here. Okay.
Trade him to New York, and then now the Pelicans have Jay Morant. Is it Morant? Jay Morant? The kid from Murray State, John Morant?
Morant,
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
That could be-
Zion.
Yeah, and then that's your,
And you got
that's your
Drew.
rebuild.
Woo.
That'd be
That's your
tough.
rebuild. I'm trying here. Okay,
That'd be tough.
All right. Okay, and then here's one that for
Wild
the
card.
This is a wild card, but
Right.
the person with the light sleeper's hat is going to enjoy this one.
Hey.
The Lakers trade all the assets and their number 4 pick for
AD.
Anthony Davis. I think
Okay.
you pull the trigger on that
Okay.
because now the Lakers have something that's
You got to do it.
a little viable. You got the 4th pick.
Yeah.
It's not the top 3 guys, but you got the 4th pick.
They still have the Brooklyn. Is that the Brooklyn Nets pick? Whatever that they had.
Is that the Brooklyn Nets pick? I think that's just their regular.
I
I think they just got lucky in the lottery that they just got
Yeah.
the 4th pick.
Oh my!
This was just their
goodness.
regular pick.
mean, yeah.
From
So-
the Brooklyn Nets.
Maybe for the D'Angelo trade? Maybe, but they were slated to get like the 12th pick. So then they got up all the way to the 4th pick. So there you go. Lakers fans, enjoy. Have fun with that one. So the Lakers fan doesn't even care at this point.
My mind is boggled
Good for
right
you.
now because now I'm thinking of those.
They're talking
those
about
scenarios.
hats over there in the back. Okay. So what do you, yeah, so any of these scenarios
I like
they're
the
working out for
OKC.
you?
I like the Warriors
Okay.
trade. Those are
Okay.
some good ones, man. But
Okay.
I could see that
Dude.
the Lakers one happening.
I like
Okay.
I like
Right.
how the Pelicans end up with that Warriors trade. That's fun. That sounds fun.
I hate the
I'm just-
Warriors though.
Don't we all?
I don't want to give anything to
Yeah.
Warriors.
Me-
we all
too.
do.
Don't
Right?
give anything
Hate's
to
a strong
Warriors.
word, but we do. So
I
okay,
dislike them
100%.
heavily.
before
to the fifth power times
Shout out
10.
to all my people.
That's
in
nice.
Oakland,
That's very
though.
politically media trained of you to say. Okay, final thing before we get out of here. Kyrie, where does he go? Is it New York or bust? Is that it?
Kyrie goes to China.
Wow.
He takes
Pulls
Stephon
a-
Marbury's
he
spot.
Pulls a Stephon.
Wow.
He's a new Stephon Marbury in China.
Wow,
man.
we're just
The
throwing
new
out
I'm
Chinese
dropping the mic
legend.
on that right now.
The new
names from the
Chinese legend?
past. Vince Carter's gonna show up magically.
Because
and
China
just
is
re-sign.
flat, like the Earth.
We out here.
Ben, give me another drink, Ben.
We got a lot of Zima stuff on tonight. Sponsored by
Like the
Zima.
Earth.
Wow. All right, sir. Before we get out of here, what you got coming up? What's next for you? What new projects? New gigs? What's happening? All kind of stuff going on.
Of course, Zubland is out right now. Make sure you go stream it, download it. If you're a DJ, it just dropped on BPM Supreme today.
Hey, shout out.
Godzilla vs. King Kong 2020. Make sure you look out for me.
Yeah.
maybe possibly my character William will be back for season 2 of Magnum PI. I can't say anything further than that.
Oh, spoilers! No spoilers, bro. Never mind.
But yeah, I look forward to more music. Got a few collaborations coming up in the summer. Other than that, make sure you guys tune into Sleep Time's Over.
Yeah, shout out, shout out. Okay.
Shout out to the Highbrow Room too.
Shout out Highbrow Room.
Yeah,
Yes.
shout out Highbrow Room.
Shout out to the Lord.
The Lord.
So we're gonna take a break here. I is gonna keep drinking, so we'll see what happens as we proceed. All right,
I'm gonna
Sleep
have to
Time's
jump on
over.
stage with Astro.
Take a break.
Sleep Time's Over. We'll be right back.
Hey, all right. Astro Guillotine is in the building.
Tsunami.
Yes. So, sorry, I got to go into, before you perform, you have like 10,000 things going on.
Every
what's
day,
going on? Yeah.
all the time.
You have like 1 million businesses going on.
Nah, I don't. I
How
wish
do you
I
do this?
did. I want to be like Thomas one day and have my own stuff.
Don't you want to be like Thomas, really? So, I mean, if you go on this man's Instagram, he's got, when you look at the said bio,
Right.
you have like 20 things. I'm exaggerating, but you have a lot of businesses going. You're a busy guy. So, what's the latest things going on with you?
Latest thing going on with me is actually I have an event coming up at Pure Nightclub this Friday. Doors open at 10 p.m. 21 plus. Curbside Worldwide has our second official event that we're actually hosting, promoting, and performing.
Wow.
So all my guys are coming through.
So, Dame, give us an idea how the artist that you help promoting.
As far as Curbside Worldwide, it goes Mesmer, Young Six, No Shade, Praise. Man, they're going to get mad because I was just brain farted. There's so many of them. Hold on. Matt Thompson, he's one of our new members. Kyle B, he's actually on Maui. Don't.
Unbelievable.
Sly Bands, Hearts on Sleeves, sponsored this T-shirt. Detroit, young man from Detroit, still does his thing with us. There's a lot of us.
Wow. So, shout out to man, I don't know if I think he left earlier, Stood, who he proclaimed on IG that you are Hawaii's Suge Knight. So,
Suge Knight is locked
are you-
up.
are
I don't
you-
want to be locked up.
you're
No
dangling
more
some
locked
howdy off the
doors.
balcony or something?
No
What are you
more
doing?
locked doors.
Okay, I'm just saying, is there a Vanilla Ice equivalent, that you're doing?
Look,
Okay.
all I know is that I have a goal and it's very specific. And
Yep.
the people that work with me
Yep.
also have that specific goal. So why not work together?
There you go. There you go. And you recently posted something on the Instagram as well about the unifying Hawaii hip-hop.
Yes,
What's your take on that?
I was someone that posted that because I was never someone that just posted it. I've been doing that in my daily life and trying to get everyone together. But it's not something where it's like, okay, let's be kumbaya or whatever. It's more like who really wants to work and who really wants to work for it. And then we can go from there.
Right. Well said, sir. Get ready. So, performing your new track, name of it?
Red Alert actually drops May 15th, which is tomorrow.
Wow.
So you guys get to hear it real quick.
World premiere. Here we go. Once again, Astro Guillotine.
Yes, sir. Shout out Tommy Boy. He produced the beat for me. Shout out Mesmer. He mixed and mastered it.
Tsunami. Shout out Tommy Boy for the beat.
Yeah, for all my 420 people, let's go. Red alert, red alert, red alert. THC on my t-shirt. CBD tastes like dessert. Blunt combat like reverb. Red alert, red alert, red alert. Eighth in the blunt, there like word. 2 pre-rolls in my nice shirt. Poppin' with the set just like perks. Whoa, red alert, red alert, red alert. THC on my t-shirt. CBD tastes like dessert. Yeah, blunt combat like reverb. Whoa, red alert, red alert, red alert. Eighth in the blunt, there's like word. 2 pre-rolls on my nice shirt. Poppin' with the set just like perks. Move. You got away. I'm what I do. Fuck what you say. Smoke in your face. Or you low lay. BM in my DM. I never pay. Fuck do you mean? I'm on the grind. Baby ain't mine, got me confused. Scratching my brain, thought I was a dude, but we not the same. I gotta stack, I gotta grow, plan of attack. Nobody knows, fuck up the re-up. Gone in the wind, get down just to be up and re-up again. Went to Pearl City to fuck with a titter. Beat up the pussy and cry me a river. School of hard knocks and I never been truant. Hustling, moving, grooving, watching out for the blue end. Red alert, red alert, red alert. THC on my t-shirt. CBD tastes like dessert. Blunt combat like reverb. Yeah, red alert, red alert, red alert. Eighth in the blunt there like word. 2 pre-rolls in my nice shirt. Pop with the set just like perks. Whoa, red alert, red alert, red alert. THC on my t-shirt. CBD tastes like dessert.
Blunt come back like reverb. Red alert, red alert, red alert. Eighth in the blunt, that's light work. 2 pre-rolls on my night shirt. Pipe with the set just like purse. Fading. Blowing trees should be my occupation. All the smoke in the air, it look like an invasion. Over a Pocahontas like chat conversation. Dig it in the stash, put it on the dash. Guard get a gash, inside smash. Rolling up gas, hair look like Slash. 3-puff pass, everybody trash. I might just hit the blunt and levitate. I might just move my weight by body weight. Only could beat me if I automate. The throne isn't empty, time to abdicate. You gotta move, you in the way. Watch what you do, fuck what you say. School of hard knocks and I never been truant. Hustling and moving, grooving, watching out for the blue. Red alert, red alert, red alert. THC on my t-shirt. CBD tastes like dessert, yeah. Blunt come back like reverb. Red alert, red alert, red alert. Eighth in the blunt, that light work. 2 pre-rolls in my night shirt. Pop with the set just like perks. Whoa.
Wow. Astreaux Guillotine, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Good stuff, man. We're going to get out of here. Let's thank everybody for coming out. Shout out to Square Barrels, who's in the building here.
Shout out Square Barrels.
Shout out Square Barrels.
I might as well say
Thomas
Square
Ray.
Barrels is my sponsor. Y'all better get on it.
There we are.
1001 Bishop Street. Park in the
Yes.
parking lot.
Lot of parking. Get the burgers. Wagyu burgers.
Shouts out Hearts on Sleeves. They provided my clothes, slide bands, big ups.
That's right. We got to go.
Factory show.
Sakai Company, we got the kind of cupcakes. They're kind of all bashed up there. I don't know what happened there. What's going on with these cupcakes? I don't know.
I just found out we had cupcakes.
Damn
I've
it,
been eating
man.
them.
Astro. Okay. Shout out Qualify. IA, if you're still here. I don't know where he went. Everybody. IA's still here. IA's on Zima number 5 right now. Wow.
I would have took my shirt off, but they got cupcakes.
Well said. Well said. Well said. Shout out Sky Cameron, KO on the sound, the Lord Flores, everybody that's come down. Let's get out of here. Have a good night, everyone. Sleep time's over.
Thank you for listening to Sleep Time's Over. Time's over. No sleeping tonight.